Hey folks, welcome back to Gaming Garbage. We got an announcement from Bethesda today, which I don't think some of us really expected. Probably none of us do, because Bethesda does not do a good job of really communicating very much, and they're holding a lot of stuff to their chest. But it's been amazing to see the differences with Asha Sharma at the helm, with where Xbox is kind of headed today, what's going on with the studios, and I'll get into a video about that later as I'm doing some more research. But today we're going to go over this. So I'm cutting out a lot of it, but just focusing on the primary things here. But today we want to share what's next for Bethesda Game Studios and what you can expect from us in years ahead. As we enter year 3 with Starfield, we're continuing to expand settled systems with new stories, targeted gameplay improvements, while preparing for the launch of new Starborn content next year. That'll be 2027. 40% of players already customize their experiences through creations, and we'll continue to invest in creators. We're also proud to say creators have already earned more than $10 million in royalties for their work. And this is something that they're really starting to push, and I was kind of worried about this because while I think it's great that creators can actually earn money, I think it is the primary thing going forward. I think we can expect this with Fallout 5 and with Elder Scrolls 6 and anything else that they can basically put it into, because I think ultimately there's too much there for Bethesda to really handle as it is today. And so, they're going to continue to now rely on creators to actually create the content themselves. The issue is that it can't be buggy, and there needs to be a refund process for that. And but currently, I don't think we really have that. So you just buy it and it's broken. Well, that's the end of that. That sucks. The future of Fallout. We have major Fallout 76 expansions planned for next year. Raven Rock, a prequel story to Fallout 3. We've also been working on remasters for both Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas. And there's more ahead for Fallout Shelter, including new seasons and an unscripted Fallout Shelter television project. There's also for the Fallout TV show, Season 3 is already underway. And also, we won't be hosting traditional Fallout Day broadcast this year. Last year was really bad, man. I really ragged on that. We're already planning something special for Fallout's 30th anniversary in 2027. Fallout Day will be celebrated live in Washington, D.C. And I think that's when they're going to release the Fallout 3 remaster, because that's where Fallout 3 takes place. It's in Washington, D.C. That makes perfect sense to me. The other thing is that I don't think we're going to get much still for the rest of 2026 if we're not having a Fallout Day. And then, the big 30th anniversary, they're kind of pushing everything into 2027 to actually do that. So hopefully there's a good bunch of stuff. That would be great. Studio collaborations. We're teaming up once again with our longtime friends, I bet, at Obsidian Entertainment. We're happy to confirm they're working with us on a new Fallout project. And I don't think it's New Vegas remaster. I think that's being done by somebody else, or that Bethesda is working on that already. But again, Fallout project, we'll kind of see what that is. But I get a feeling that it's not New Vegas, because that's what Bethesda said they're actually working on themselves. Right here. We have been working on remasters for both Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas. It could also be Virtual Studios again, maybe. But I get that feeling that it's not Obsidian Entertainment. It is interesting, though, it is interesting, too, with Asha Sharma that she forced Avowed 2 to be canceled at Obsidian, and now they're working on a new Fallout project. So, again, I think this is more Asha Sharma and not Bethesda or Obsidian. I think they had other plans. But that's going to be interesting. More to share in the future. Also, ZeniMax Online Studios will partner closely with Bethesda Game Studios on Elder Scrolls franchise, while continuing to deliver incredibly new experiences for Elder Scrolls 6 Online. Season 1, Return to the Thieves Guild, recently launched, and the team has more planned for the future. This tells me that they're working on a secondary project. It's not just probably Elder Scrolls Online, that there's probably something else that they're working on. And two, there's a lot of the Fallout and Elder Scrolls stuff. It's been really slow at Bethesda. And so I think that's why these partnerships are kind of happening, is because Asha is actually pushing on that. Elder Scrolls and beyond, our teams are now developing Elder Scrolls 6 and Fallout 5 in Creation Engine 3. Fallout 5 is currently in pre-production, so we're not going to see it for quite a while. Elder Scrolls 6 is our primary development focus today, with the majority of our team currently working on the next chapter of the franchise. Finally, that's good because we haven't had really much of anything of Elder Scrolls 6 for quite some time. So Elder Scrolls 6 is on our way where we plan to be, loving how it looks and playing it every day. So we're in full production now. We're at the final moments, and so we'll kind of see actually what happens here. But yeah, I'm guessing kind of sooner rather than later, we're actually going to get Elder Scrolls 6, and that's actually been moved up. So that's what we had from Bethesda. I think Asha Sharma is pushing some buttons, and I think that's good. I think it's crazy too with Phil Spencer at the head of it all. We just really didn't get much from Bethesda, and there's some a lot of things that have been frustrating too, and some things were focused on that I don't think were overly great. And so it's very curious on actually what's going to happen. But I don't think Asha Sharma is okay with studios burning money anymore. And I think we're at a point where she wants them to be efficient. So we got to get some of this content out. There needs to be some more collaboration, or quote, Bethesda needs help. And so we're going to focus on that. So anyway, I'll keep you guys up to date as best I can. We'll see you guys on the next one.